Hello there, I'm Tygersnark and this is Hogwarts Legacy Episode 7, where I'm playing on hard mode as a Gryffindor student. Last episode we ended off with Defense Against the Dark Arts, where we learnt Expelliarmus, and now we're heading to Herbology.
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmead.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmead the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlick said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmead and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Oh, those mandrakes.
I do wonder about
To make anything,
Oh.
we must first understand it.
Okay.
Goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
And that was Herbology class. So it seems like we had a student teach us instead of a real class, which was happening elsewhere. What were they learning? I'm sure it had to be better than throwing a cabbage at a dummy while the student supervising us doesn't even notice we've done what we need to do until after we've asked him what we're supposed to do. Anyway, and now we're just going to go exploring around for 5 minutes while some nice retention game design makes us wait for our Dittany to grow. Can't say I'm not having fun though. The flora and fauna in this Wizarding World are amazing, and it's quite fun to grow and tame them. Magic. All that time waiting for something that we collected while waiting. I'm a wizard. I then went on my wizarding way to explore the castle instead of using the flu network. Do you also explore way too much in games? Leave a comment and let me know. Now you saw me struggle with the chest there. Don't worry, I figure it out later.
You little vandal! Do you know how much distress you caused? Portraits have feelings too! It's taken hours to de-moustache your Aunt Mildred, not Merlin's blight child! Anyone would think you were half your age! Now grow up!
Nice little reference there. Oh, a Daedalian key. Quick, I need to slap it.
All over the world.
It's my favorite place in the entire.
Time to snap the key. Ah. Oh, come on. Sneaky little You just like getting slapped. Is that it? You're not flying away. Fine. I know what you're thinking. Here we go again with this bloody door. Well, don't worry, I finally realized that it started with 0, so from now on I won't be needing to use brute force, only magical math force. Nice. Whoa, this place goes way up. Can't even look up high now.
Revelio.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmead?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
You sneaky. Well, that one wasn't too bad. Oh, I'll asleep on the floor again.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmead, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from...
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Should you chop the dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As
Fwooper
you'll
feather?
already be in Sharp's office with his permission. Perhaps you could grab it for me.
Yes, but that's not what
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Is it... What am I supposed to get, though? Collect Dark Mongrel. Okay, it says there in the bottom right. All these other things, though, right? He wanted me to get that one thing for him. This Fwooper feather. Right, instead, I'll pick up his personal information. I won't get that Fwooper feather, but I'll pick up this dude's personal information. Because it's part of collecting things, you know? Then also I'll check to see what's in here, because there's a wagon roll first. But also there's a Fwooper feather that I'm not going to connect, it'll be fine.
Your potion station's organized. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
When playing as a Slytherin, I'm totally going to take the Fwooper feather.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragonstark! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Oh. So you're telling me that if I got the Fupa feather for him, we wouldn't have lost points? Interesting.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggelmeld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. Thought for certain you'd have helped.
It did sound like fun. I shouldn't have been so concerned with getting in trouble.
I think it's good to take risks every now and again, especially when it comes to potions class.
I don't know how well it would work either way.
Gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Don't have any horn lump juice. Where in the world am I gonna get a horn lump juice? Do I have to juice a horn lump? That sounds weird.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
That was one of the moments in Hogwarts Legacy where I felt genuinely conflicted with what I should be doing. As a Gryffindor, I feel I shouldn't be breaking the rules at every chance I get. While sneaking into the restricted section of a library is one thing, theft from a professor felt like the wrong move, yet we were indirectly punished because of our fellow student not having the correct ingredient. Oh, it's going to be quite a distance to travel.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
It's at this point where for once I really wished I could use the Flu Network, because I had a long run ahead of me. While there may have been resources to collect and sights to see along the way, getting my broom can't come soon enough, I can tell you that. I just really wish there was Quidditch in this game. Oh? It's just a normal sheep. Goat. No, it's a sheep goat. The sheep goat. That is most definitely a cow.
This looks intriguing.
Well, I am going to run straight past whatever was intriguing, unless you're talking about what I'm going towards. In which case, yes, it does. What is... Oh, they're just flying kites.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
Whoa, you could have just said they want something
Just
I
before we came to
found.
Hogwarts.
That's it.
In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
I guess this is the playthrough where I just spill all the beans.
But I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmead from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmead together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Okay. What? Someone just broke a thing?
Pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Down there. Oh, yep, definitely was down there. Just flying kites, yep. But look, it's magic because it's coming from their wands. There's a string attached to their... I mean magic attached to their wands, busy flying the kites. Magic.
I beseech you for some assistance.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch-Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch-Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
I can't, I'm sorry. They did include, like, diving down.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmead Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch-Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch-Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
I just want to point out something. Very Slytherin attitude, but also pride themselves on the intellectual, which means that could have easily been put into Ravenclaw. Just something to think about.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Yes, but that thing over there. I'll go and have a look after I go over here.
They must have come this way. Think!
Thank you for waiting for me.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Put me back there!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh. Okay.
Perhaps some nice tiger.
Oh, I press wrong button.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Accio, tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Oh. Crap. Out of practice. Damn it. Well, that sucks. I haven't played this in too long. That's embarrassing.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Let me also.
Take this
Nope.
student off of my dead body.
Accio,
Ah, crap.
tell
Wrong
Rookwood
button.
to find me himself.
on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor, hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Oh, no, I was looking over there.
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Oh, this falls at the bottom. Oh. Okay. Pyres there. What if...
Expelliarmus!
Nope. Do I...
Incendio!
Light them? Oh!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Okay.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Yes, just make everything burn.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
That's cool.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmead should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yeah, it became quite late. Looks really cool.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Oh. I tried to talk to him earlier and he ghosted me. Okay, there was a side quest. Oh.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Has Ramrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Yes, yeah. Let's go.
Like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Yes, but I am going to go and do this one real quick. Righto. Yep. Oh wait, what's this? Oh. Cool. It specifically wants me to throw in one direction, I think. Yep. That's where the animation goes. Anyway, I'm not distracted, you're distracted. Go on. Stop waiting, just...
This must be where the Pinch-Smedley family astrolabe is.
Here, or there, or there, or there, or there. Nope, that's the hat. Oh crap. Oh no. My gear slots, they're full. Well, at least I got 2 more slots now. Let's hope I find it in the next 2 goes. Nope, nope. Okay, so I've got a 1 in 3 chance. This one. Damn, it's gonna be the last one, isn't it? I'm not gonna be able to pick this up. Oh. Well, that was fortunate.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Just one more. Okay.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did, and it's yours. For a price. Nope.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Unfortunately, I do not have the space to keep diving. I think I need to use the Flu network to get the hell out of here.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmead?
Would you look at that view? There we go. Bit of pruning. Nice. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Even though I have received no prunes. I rushed through this place first. Time I was here. Right. Oh. You nearly got away from me. Can't just echo the owl. Nope. Echo the rats. Nope.
New instruments are expensive, you know. You have my thanks. I could go on tour.
I'm very impressed that he's making all of this sound. All of these instruments come from just that one. And a hat. That's why I tipped him.
Things keep going as they are.
Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast a pendulum on a car.
Oh.
Knowing spells with synthesize.
Oh. Well, free drinks, nice. Oh, oh. That was very suddenly quiet. Oh, I've messed all the apples everywhere. Clumsy me.
Can't imagine how muggles get by with it.
Oh.
Revelio.
Oh. Wonder if I can make that jump. Totally can. But I can't get through here now. Damn it. I thought I was being clever. Nope. Not at all.
Revelio.
Thanks for the drink. Oh. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Taking a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, hello. This seems like I should be doing something with it.
Levioso.
Oh. Maybe one of these. Nope. Don't know what I'm doing. I shouldn't be exploring things while my gear slots are full. I should go and sell things. And while I'm going to go and sell things, I think I'll call this an episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more Hogwarts Legacy hard mode. Here's a recommendation from YouTube and the entire playlist of the series if you want to start from the first episode. I'll see you next time.